guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, or I should say maybe YouTube series, I'm going to be reviewing AliExpress yarn. I've been doing a lot of shopping lately because I have a small business where I sell and knit clothing. So it's I take orders and I sell knitwear that I already made that are my own designs and patterns. I'm working on building a website. I have just a very small Instagram just showing like my just like my pieces that are done, so I can put it on Instagram and people usually buy them. They see them there. But I have been knitting for many years. I love to knit. I do it every single day, and I've sort of made it into my own business, which I'm planning on making into a bigger thing. For like I want to make a website where I sell my knitwear, because my orders have kind of gotten higher and higher over the months. So I was thinking to do this cool YouTube series where I just review AliExpress yarn, because I've been buying a lot lately. So I want to show you, because I live in Norway, we have very nice quality yarn. We have a lot. We have different kinds of materials, so I'm very lucky to be living here. But I also have been surprised by the yarn quality from AliExpress. Sometimes I've been surprised. Sometimes I expected what I thought I would be getting, you know. But so I want to show you what I have bought, and I'm going to be, so the goal of this series, I'm going to be making one thing of each yarn, a hat or some gloves, some socks maybe, and then maybe compare it at the end with local yarn from here, and then compare to see if is it better, is it worse, is it worth buying, is it not worth buying. So yeah, so let's start with the first item I got. So this is the first item I got. This is said on the website as being 100% cashmere, and judging by the feeling of it, it does feel very nice. So this was I have to check. So yeah, I'm back. I had to just check my notes to see the info on the yarn correct. So these are 100% Mongolian cashmere, which it says on the website, and judging by the feeling, I have been knitting many sweaters in 100% cashmere to 50% cashmere, 10% cashmere, and I think that this might be maybe a little bit of wool in it or something. I don't think it's 100% cashmere, because then it's much more silkier. It's like almost like butter. So but that's just my opinion, you know. It could be, I might be wrong, but I have similar yarn which I made into a sweater that's 100% cashmere, and it's much more silkier. It has a little bit of roughness in it. 70 grams each, and I bought one cost $3, so total $6, and in Norwegian I think I paid, that would be like 70 krone, something like that. So out of these, I am thinking of making socks. So I'll be doing that. So that will be what I'll be making of these. So moving on to the next ones. So these, many people who are knitting or into the knitting community, I think maybe many people have seen these. I have for a long time wanted to buy these, because I think they look so nice. I would love to maybe make a I'm not sure if you know, the balaclava is like a full hood, but what I like to have the neck part and take the hood off and wear it like that. I think I will have enough to make, consult my notes. These are said to be 100% lambswool, which I am almost 100% sure that it's not. It's definitely some acrylic in it, and the page of these, it says that it's 100% lambswool, but here it's in Chinese, so I can't understand what it's saying. But I think here that it's also telling that it's maybe something else in it too. It's not only wool, there's something else as well. Next thing is these. These are, it says here in English actually that they are merino wool, which I can also, again, I'm a little skeptical of the yarn, because I do have some merino wool downstairs, which I can actually go and get. Alright, so I got some from my stash. This is 100% merino wool. It's from a local shop in my town, and judging by they actually do feel almost completely the same. This one feels a little bit more softer than this one. This one feels a little bit more rougher, but I would say this is probably 100% merino wool as well. So this one is, oh, okay. So at the back here it says that it's 52% wool, 10% cashmere, and 38% polyester, which I actually had a feeling that there might be some. So it's not merino wool. It's actually not merino wool, even though that it says, I'm not sure if that's just their brand name, but and it says that it's 10% cashmere, which I don't think it is. Yeah, no, this is also very nice. I didn't buy yarn on AliExpress to get high quality yarn. I wanted to just buy some because I really like the colors on this one. And this one I might actually make maybe a top, like those like short sleeve tops of. I think I'll have enough. We have here 270 meters, and I have 3, like 700 something, almost 800 meters, which would be more than enough actually to wear maybe a small sweater out of it even. So we'll see what I'll be doing with this. So the last one, which I'm going to be starting with, the label has kind of come off, is this one. This is quite a big ball of yarn. It's 200 grams and 458 meters of yarn. And let's read maybe the tag first. So this is 8% wool, 35% cotton, and 57% acrylic. And on the website, it actually said exactly the same. And yeah, so this is the one I'm going to be starting with, and I am going to be making, I think I actually will be might make a scarf out of this. I'm thinking of actually making, I have my own pattern of a scarf that I made. So I'll be starting a little bit now. Okay, so I just moved to a different room because I feel like this is a better room to show because I have a big table here. So I'm doing 70 stitches on 6mm needles because I want the scarf to be like not too tight between each stitch. I decided to not do 70 stitches because I think that I actually want a bit of a thinner scarf, so this is going to be approximately the width of the scarf, and then now we're going to start knitting up. Hello everyone, here I am just knitting my scarf, and this is how far I come. I think I'll be knitting until the scarf reaches about 1.5 meters in length. So I have a far way to go from here. My first impression on this yarn is that it's very good to knit with. I really like the texture of the yarn, and it's super soft to knit with. I have to say that the yarn is quite static though, and it will stick to my sweater and my clothing while I was knitting with this. You also get a lot of yarn in just this one skein, so as I was knitting the scarf, I realized I had enough to make something else as well. I ended up knitting this hat from Drops Design called Cardinal Song. I ended up having almost enough yarn to make this. I had to add some yarn from my own stash to close the hat. Unfortunately, I had to do that. So now I'm just sewing in the ends, and now I can wash and block the pieces I made.
So here are the pieces I made with the yarn: the scarf, the hat. Here you can see the pattern. And here's just me trying them on. I really like this set. I love anything with green in it, so it's super cute for winter. So now I'm just laying out a towel where I'll be placing my knits in. For now, I just have my kitchen sink to wash my knits in, and I'll fill the sink with lukewarm water. Then I add some fabric softener to the water and just blend it all together. Then I soak the knits completely under the water and let them sit for 10 to 15 minutes. There was also no color fallout either from the yarn, so that was very nice. So the color stayed intact while it was being washed. When they're done, I try to squeeze as much water as I can out of the knits. I try not to twist the pieces, as this can ruin the stitches. So I try to press down on the knits to squeeze out the water. Then I will lay out the knits on a towel and try to lay them out as flat as possible, and then I roll them up and place the towel somewhere where the water can be caught, because the towel will be completely soaked. So I would recommend to put the towel in the bathroom somewhere, or you can just keep it in the sink as well. So this is it. So now I'm going to be giving you the final review.
Hello guys, welcome back. So I finished all my knits, and I'll be giving you my final review of the yarn that I got from AliExpress. So as you can see, I'm wearing the scarf. I added some tassels at the end here, and I would have to say that I was quite surprised of the amount of yarn that I had, because as you can see, it's quite a long scarf. I think when I measured it before I washed it, it was a little over 1.5 meters, but now it might even be like 2. So yeah, I had a lot of yarn, and at the end I realized I could actually make something else. So I made this hat, which is a design by Drops Design. I'll add the link in the description of the design, but it was called Cardinal Song. But yeah, I will add it in the bio. So yeah, so as for the review, I was thinking that I could maybe do 2 or 3 categories, so price, value for money, and quality. So as for the value of money, it's definitely a 5 out of 5 for me, because you get a lot of yarn, and sometimes yarn can be expensive, so you don't want to buy too much yarn, and you want to make as many things as possible. So out of this, I got a very long scarf out of it and a hat for just one. So definitely a 5 out of 5. I was very happy with the amount that I got. I believe it was for 460 meters of yarn in one, and it cost $3, I believe. So very good price there. As for the quality, it has a little bit of static in it. When I was knitting, it kept sticking to my clothing and kept sticking to blankets and things like that. So that was a little annoying for me, because I don't like static in any clothing. But I have to say that after I washed everything and blocked it, there's no static left in the material. I'm not sure if that's going to return, but for now there's nothing, so that's very nice. So I suggest that after you finish the knitting with this yarn, or any yarn that has static in it, wash it, then it might go away. So, and as for that, and so the quality, I would say is 4 out of 5, just because of the static. But I would say that I'm nitpicking a little bit. It's not that big of a deal. Many people don't care, I might just be the weird one. But yeah, so the quality is very good, and the price is very good, and the amount of yarn you get is also very good. So definitely I recommend to get this yarn. Please do. I will leave the link in my description so you can try it out for yourself, or if you know someone that loves to knit, you can send it to them if you want. But yes, please consider subscribing, and I'll have the next video up soon. I'm just editing it right now, and I'm finishing up the product, and then I'll upload it as soon as it's done. And then, you know, do the usual thing, liking, commenting, and sharing to people that love to knit. And I'll see you in the next one, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.